Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Saturday, November 29th, 2025, and I'm doing another general collective read for you. It's a timeless read. You can switch the genders and the roles if you need to. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys so very, very much. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. Good weather. Getting in the mood for Christmas, maybe. I know some of us aren't, but some of us will be. You know, Christmas is how you feel. It's not what you own or what how much money you have for Christmas. I know people are struggling financially nowadays, but if we can just go back to what Christmas initially meant, you know, celebrate anyways. It doesn't matter if you have money or not. Just celebrate. Good cheer, right? I know it's not easy to do sometimes. Some fork in the road. Look at that. It came out. So somebody's resisting change. There's a lot of loss here. Profound loss, maybe. It's getting old. It's getting tiring. It's time to go. So you might be in a situation. It could be work, relationship, or home, or I don't know. It's time to go. It's time to take that next step in wherever this is, okay? It's different for everybody. 45, going within, soul searching, right? Finding out, okay, well, this is not for me. It's time to move on. Things aren't progressing. I get it. I've been there. It's time to move on. Yep. It's time to be more flexible in your thinking and in your life, maybe. Maybe you want more time to be more flexible. But this is an egg. Something new is beginning. It's going to hatch here. You're tired of bending over backwards for others, and you're the one that gets the less. I get it. Truth and clarity. You see the truth. You see the light. You want to be happy. You want to do things that make you happy. I don't blame you. Yeah, where you are or where you've been, it kind of feels like it's a work situation. You weren't able to co-create, and even if you did co-create, you didn't get the credit or get paid sufficiently. It's out of control, distorted. It's all one-sided. You're dealing with a tyrant or a bully. Somebody's in their ego. Well, losing control. You don't have control over. Okay, you might be an artist of some sort, controlling interests. Somebody else is making the majority of the money off of your creations. That could be it, or it could be anything. It could be any kind of job. So you're sitting here thinking, how am I going to grow in life? How am I going to get where I want to go? You can't where you are. So you're going to have to rethink things. The angels are here, so call on them for help. So maybe you're coming up with some ideas for yourself. A higher power's involved. 4, 4, 4, 3 4s. It's time to clean up. Ending a cycle to be the new one. Lessons learned, a new beginning. Okay, this is victory as well, and protection. It's maybe time to move and or travel. Yep, you know, it's happy's around the corner. 26, congratulations. Having integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Having control over your own life. Maybe you were taking a nap for a while. Okay, it wasn't equally yoked wherever you were. It's time to move on. It looks beautiful. Now it could be any part of life. I'm picking up. It could be your career. But it could be a relationship you're not happy in. It could be a family situation. It could be anything, okay? Still too early to tell. Let's get, what's the tea? Let's see where this is going to go. So we have fork in the road in reverse. So maybe you were afraid to make a decision before. You didn't know which way to go. Unable to make a decision. It reminds me of the Two of Wands in reverse. I think now you're no longer afraid. Inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. So you're either somebody's doing this to you, or you're finding something out. You're going within. Maybe somebody's getting some bad karma. So you're not growing where you are. Listen, sometimes we get karma not because we're bad people, but because we're not where we're supposed to be. Do you understand what I'm saying? But again, somebody could be getting some bad karma here. Take it for whatever it is, for bad actions. Somebody's dodging bullets or trying to, or you have. Blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. Somebody could have caught a case. It could be a legal case, or it could be an STD or a spiritually transmitted demon. Somebody dirt digging. Or you found some dirt on somebody looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. Somebody's trying to make it rain. Hustler. Making it rain, focused on money and getting it. So somebody's feeling haunted. Something took place during Halloween season. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. I'm looking at the jack-o'-lantern and I just heard jackass. So somebody's made a jackass out of themselves. Listen, we've all done that, okay? If this is you, Oh, gosh. You're having intrusive thoughts, maybe. We've all been there. We've all done that. Just know it's okay to let it go, okay? So fork of the road, 13 in reverse, inside scoops. Somebody was being nosy, trying to find something out. Like, they're hacking into your devices, maybe. I just found somebody hacked into mine again. They're not going to get anything out of it. If you find that somebody's hacked into your devices, if you have another phone or another laptop, or yeah, you know what I mean? Thwart them. Give them the false info. There we go. Give them phony info. Let them, watch them. Just sit back and watch them chase their own tail. Whatever. Where are we going with this, please? They don't know they have fought. They haven't. It hasn't hit home yet. Okay. Some people know because it came out in the upright. Some people know they effed up. Whomever's at the background here, they still don't know. Something to do with Smexshaw. You already know the tea. So somebody said something smexual about you, try to curse you. I don't know. They're doing love and lust spells against you. You already know the tea. You're not dealing with this bull crap. Somebody got played. Okay, if it has anything to do with the last reads, somebody was romancing people in a group, cult, coven, secret society, and convincing them to come up after innocent people for their spiritual gifts, their destinies, their spiritual inheritances, and or their money or their work, their essence, their energy. Everything's falling apart in their life. They made some bad choices. Outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. Police are going to get involved. It is what it is. It might not have anything to do with the last reads. I don't know. Somebody after all, they found out. Am I surprised? No. There seems to be a lot of that going around. Why there's a lot of confusion? Partly because I think there's a lot of people involved. Some people are realizing the truth and they don't want anything to do with it, and they want to make good, turn this around for themselves because they're hurting. They've been compromised. And other people, their heads are up their ass. They still don't know. They still don't want to stop. So place yourselves where you fit here if you're part of this crowd and or these people came up after you. I don't know. So fork in the road, 13 reverse, inside scoop. Back. Yeah, that's something to do with the first read and the second read. Somebody's trying to backpedal. Bait. They took the bait. You could be spiritual bait or somebody's being baited, or they're trying to bait you. Or somebody's using smex to bait others to do their dirty deeds. Harass. There's a lot of harassment going on. Organized crime, maybe. Something to do with fetishes, to do with this. Yeah, somebody's facing homelessness, or they wanted you to be homeless. Provoked. So somebody was provoked. Oh, God. Okay. So somebody was doing magic on a bunch of people, blaming you. Some people lost their homes. They lost their business. They got sick. They lost their kids. It was all a direct consequence to whomever was doing baneful magic against others, against them in their crowd and their circle, because they didn't want the karma. I don't know how that works. You're doing baneful magic against people in your group. You think you're not going to get karma, but they wanted to set this group up against you, innocent people, to come and attack you. Something to do with custody and child support. There's been a lot of manipulation. Someone's a hypocrite. That's what I'm just saying. Low self-esteem, gold digger, cloud chaser, long distance and travel. Maybe they traveled on your, I don't know, children's aid. Trafficking. Somebody needs help. A lot of disrespect. Maybe they said you were involved in trafficking and got this group to come up after you. This is dangerous here. Someone's petty and cruel. And they were watched over by, yeah, they were seen. Everything's seen. Public humiliation. There's an investigation. Something to do with a one-night stand. Time waster. Courage and bravery. Fortune favors the brave and the bold. Courage. It's funny because there's certain places in my city, I don't know, these are kind people, obviously. They put up little signs on the poles throughout the city, and one's a big sign that says courage. There's evidence and proof as to what they were doing. Somebody's lonely, or they're feeling lonely. They're conceited, egotistical. They're very impulsive. Somebody's side piece is kinky, or they claimed that you were a side piece and you were kinky. The angels are all over it here. This is greed, superficial, neglect. It's a cover-up, and it's from a know-it-all. Someone's angry. They were hacking. This is good, like the last read. Somebody's going to be humbled here. It's twisted logic. They wanted to humble you because you're beautiful. Somebody thinks you're beautiful. Or you're handsome. Someone's lazy. They're going to have to relocate or move. Their partner sabotaged them. There's a lot of mental illness going on here. That's what I figured. Somebody's been pawning off their things. This threat force here. Transfer of money. Somebody's going to be seeing that something. There's transfer of fluids or money or something. Or energy. They wanted to transfer. Abundance transfer. Or destiny swap. Somebody was obsessed with this. Secrets here. They wanted your income. It's affecting everybody else's income. They're in debt. Yeah, witches and warlocks. They want to level up off of you using magic. This player got them to do this. So this player was sleeping with a whole bunch of witches and warlocks. Or maybe doing some magic to try to get from you and others. This is like a big group. A lot of people involved. A lot of talking. A lot of fucking karma. And it's all coming back onto them. Fork in the road. They don't know what to do. They're stuck here. Inside scoop. They know they effed up is in reverse, and now they're backpedaling. Oh, I see. They secretly know they effed up, but they're not admitting it. That's why it's in reverse. But they are trying to backpedal here. They're denying it. People are looking into them. Oh, I see the inside scoop. Yep. They can't sacrifice you. They're going to be arrested. This is letting go and letting God. This is surrendering, overcoming, illumination, seeing things from a different perspective. They said to put it out. Thank you. That's the hangman in reverse. They're getting let go. Ending a third-party situation, a collaboration. This is a false contract. They can't steal from your energy, off of your mastery. They can't build off of you any longer. This is justice. This was a crime. This was abuse, and they endangered everybody else. This was very, very reckless. Reckless thinking. They went to the crossroads. Somebody's at a crossroads. They have to make a decision here. You're still moving forward. They were planning here. This is a warlock. They were planning to try to get you, if you're on a platform or anything like that, their plans led other people to break laws, whether it's universal, spiritual, or man-made laws. This is highly illegal. They might be facing a divorce or separation, or somebody you divorced from, and they stole money. It's not their blessings here. They're hurting for money. They're going to lose. They wanted you to hurt for money. They wanted you to lose your platform, your spot, whatever you do for a living. Or this is them that's going to lose it. Now that the truth is out, they can't, they got to face their shadow and their fears. The truth is out. They cannot hide this any longer. They can't hide you any longer. They kept doing this over and over again. They don't want to stop. This is resisting change. It's getting old. It's getting stale. People are getting hurt. More people in their group. They didn't care about you or anybody else that they were targeting, but it's their group. They're getting hurt. This is a profound, permanent end or loss for whomever this is. But they want to keep going. Everybody else is walking away, taking on losses. There could be some fires. Please stay safe. But whoever this is still wants to keep going. This was born out of ego, jealousy, pettiness, and cruelty. Willing to do whatever it takes, win at any cost. But everybody they're working with is taking on losses. They've been compromised. Talking shit here, okay? Somebody can't overcome this. That's what I just heard. This is a real broken heart. Oh, boy. It's a lot of illusions. You're talking shit. There's hopeful, wishful thinking. There's a lot of illusions here. Blockages. I just heard blockages, but there's... Some people got tempted. Somebody's easily tempted. Bribed, tempted. There's a blackmail and or some sort of cover-up. There's confusion for sure. Shit talking. A magician. Taking action. They want forgiveness now, whoever was involved in this. It's conscious awareness. You do co-create with the divine or other people they targeted. Yeah, there's action that's going to be taken. Yeah. You know that they tried to bind you, tried to restrict you, or they know they're going to jail. Yeah, they wanted a life of luxury off your back. This is a financial crime. This is greedy and selfish, codependent, clingy, very unstable and insecure. Somebody's stuck in their head. They're feeling trapped. They're hurting for money. It is what it is. Somebody can't mind their own business. They're nosy up in your shit. But the one that was behind it, somebody's taking action. Okay, thank you. The one that was initially behind it, they all know this person lied. I didn't lie, I just didn't tell you the truth. See, the truth is right here. It hasn't been spoken, male or female. Oh, see that water roiling behind them. Is that water or I don't know. It doesn't look too pretty. It's really clouded. So this person would maybe do spell work on the people around them to make their stories more plausible, believable, whatever this is. Now they're all holding this person accountable. Or at one point, they try to hold you accountable or other innocent people accountable for something other people did for what this person got them involved in. And now they're hurting for money. You do co-create with the divine. They're stuck now. Yeah, this is work. Something to do with work. They were living... They wanted a life of luxury off of your work, off of your success, off of your efforts. 8-8, they're getting karma. They've been stopped. They've been blocked. They were blocking your work, taking your work. This is all lies. This is a backfire. Trying to stop your forward motion. Yeah, this is fraud and theft. This is unbalanced. This is unfair. And now they're reaping their... Yeah, they're scared. Out of control. They don't have control. Okay, they're going to be humbled for sure. Yeah. Don't see eye to eye. Not on the same page. People don't trust this person. They didn't want anybody trusting you. This is of the devil, for sure. Devil energy, toxic and karmic. Somebody has addictions. They're bound. They wanted to bind you. Now they're bound. Something to do with a contract, maybe. Very toxic and karmic. Wanting power and control. This is somebody very greedy in their ego. It's over. Ending a cycle to be in a new one. They wanted to dominate online. Dominate this work that you're doing. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. They wanted to travel here. Ew, King of Cups. Somebody's really in their emotions right now. Drinking in their emotions. They're shitting bricks. This is somebody that's malicious, ruthless, and cruel and careless. They don't care about anybody but themselves. They're in their emotions now. They might not be able to control their emotions because they're getting found out. Something's ending for them. Okay? This is not loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet at all. This is not good advice either. This is somebody that is emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable and immature, self-serving and self-absorbed. Very corrupt. Could be two people or one. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs. This is a bully, a tyrant, right? They have no authority, lost authority, or abused their authority. They bend to public pressure. It's all about their image and what money can buy and how they look in front of everyone. In their ego, very, very egotistical, very arrogant, very prideful, and conceited and aggressive, very aggressive. Be careful. This is a very distorted person. Yeah, now they're being rejected. 4 cups. They're feeling sorry for themselves. Somebody's being rejected. They wanted you to feel rejected. They're grieving and they're regretting something. They're bored and dissatisfied with life. They want everybody to do their work for them. Sorry. So do my bidding so I don't get the karma? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, 7 cups. These are all illusions. Lots of illusions and confusions. Hopeful, wishful thinking. Temptation, bribery, cover-up. Options. This is somebody that has multiple options with this group. They're sleeping with a lot of people or trying to. Male or female. This is a bully. This could be somebody that wasn't very, very popular during, in their youth and school. This is somebody that likes to bully people around. They got a lot of hate and anger within them. They blame the world for their problems. Oh, they create the problems. That's the problem here. Yeah, here we go. There we go. 4 of Pentacles. Holding back, greedy and selfish. Wow. Trying to protect themselves. So they got everybody else to do their bidding so they can protect themselves. That's not how it's going to work. Okay, if they're listening, doorknob, it's not going to work that way. Okay? Got it, good. They want others to protect them. Good for them. Yeah, they're karmic and they know it's all one-sided. Holding back, right? Trying to hold you back. Not using their higher wisdom. This is poor decision making. Their way of the highway, all stacked against you. And people are reaping the consequences as a tower. It's a very karmic situation. This is meant to teach them a lesson they don't want to learn. Well, that's too bad. You don't want to learn? There's no coming back from this. Eight of Cups in reverse. They knew it was a losing proposition. They did it anyway. They're doubling down. There's no way out. So they're doubling down, tripling down. Good for you. You know what I'm saying? Dragon's Duel. I just did a Dragon's Duel read. Here's the dragon again. That's destruction. This is a chaos agent working for the devil, and everybody involved with them is going down. You kind of sold yourselves here, okay, or pieces of yourselves to deal with this person. Yeah, people are on the run. It could be people that live at a distance, or there's a transitioning period here. For some people, they will be seeing the sun tomorrow. Some people won't. There's proof and evidence they were harvesting from you. There's receipts here. Seven of Pentacles, they underestimated you and overestimated themselves. The writing's on the wall. But look how many people we've got done already. Really? It worked before. Ain't going to work now. They're looking back now. Where did we go wrong? Yeah, their plans are falling through. They didn't want to go. It didn't serve. They can't move forward now. Got to pay a toll. Got to pay the price. River Styx, I just heard. Ooh. Funny? Is it still funny? Yeah, they're in their emotions here. Whoever is in this group, wow. It's not for everybody, but whoever's heading this group wants you to prove to them that you love them. Wow. So if you're in this group and you have a tyrant at the helm of this group, it's because they love themselves. They don't love anybody else. They want you to love them, adore them. Ooh, doing love spells on everybody in the group. Adore me. Adore me. Male or female. This is somebody that does not create. They destroy. They use other people's creations. This is somebody that does black magic, voodoo, whatever they want to call it. Playing with the dark. Very jealous. Very promiscuous. It's a hater. They want power and control, but they don't have it. They can't control themselves. They can't. They have no conscience. They're dirty. They're underhanded. This is somebody, male or female, that's very jealous and abusive and a bully. And they think the world is a fool. They think they're the smartest. They played a fool, all right. They're trying to act like they're innocent. Yeah, no. You're innocent. Everybody knows you're innocent. So they claimed you and others did something wrong to them, and let's go get them, and let's teach them a lesson, let's humble them. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. You're not worried. You're moving forward in life. Yeah, you're divine feminine energy. Oh shit, they hit upon the wrong one. Male or female. You're minding your own business. You're here to help. You're here in service to the divine. Oh boy, this is a nightmare for these people. So everybody working with this tyrant is now realizing they were fooled, they were compromised. That's what we say, you know. Some of us have been saying, stop these hate trains and these crusades. Stop doing stuff behind people's backs. If you've got a problem with somebody, come out and say it. With your whole chest. You're big, bold, and brave, right? These people aren't. You hit upon the wrong one. This is something that is a creator, see? Multi-talented, too. Can do all kinds of things all at once. Defend and shield themselves as well. Just so you know. Yeah, they're trying to block. They don't want you taking action. They don't want you having new beginnings. Maybe you decided, maybe that the person at the top of the group hit upon you at one point, male or female, and you turned them down. You're not interested. And they took offense. Yeah. You let them go. You saw right through them. Yep. You let them go. Yeah, I'm not interested. Now they got mad. Now they're angry. You know, they're trying to hold you back now, right? Stealing your work, ideas, and achievements. You didn't fall for their fucking spell work. And that's how they're supporting themselves. Somebody was already in a relationship, the person at the helm of this, building their empire off of you. It's all betrayals here. Damn. Lying, jealous, ridiculously jealous, vengeful, spiteful, bitter. Yeah, a lot of money. Ancestors are mad. It's going to cost them a long... they've been doing this a long time. 1010 is coming to an end, though. You're unburdened. They're trying to take your spiritual inheritance, or a real inheritance, or a lot of money. Your ancestors are loading up the boats, the long boats, coming after them. Ending a cycle. They're going to have to let this go. The wizard, warlock, witch ain't going to happen. Ew, the hermit. Hiding and cloaking. They don't want anybody to find out. They're hiding behind false profiles online, because I just saw the Six of Wands beneath that. They're hiding who they truly are. King of Wands is a warlock, is a poser, a player. They bit off more than they could chew. They have no authority, spiritual or otherwise. Lying, cheating, and or stealing. They're still trying to finagle or strategize a way to escape a situation. People are hunting them down. Do you still think that you don't see them, or this group doesn't see through them? Yeah, you see them. You're an earth angel. The angels are protecting you. You transmute and alchemize. Oh, so because you transmute and alchemize against their spell work, they're saying that you're doing the spell work because it's not hitting you. So it must come from you. I don't fucking think so. The angels are protecting you. They got to make something fair with you. That was a fall from grace. Somebody's smug and full of themselves, selfish, and know it all and show off. Drinking all the time, partying all the time, or maybe they don't anymore. I don't know. This is a definite fall from grace. They're going to get kicked out of this group, this organization, this family. These people see you clearly now. Page of Wands in the upright. Someone's putting on an act as if they're you, as if your work is theirs. As if they're healthy and they're a healer and a teacher. Nah, they're leading people down the wrong way. Truth and clarity, they're exposed. Exposed. Illumination. Somebody's doing magic. They're having a hissy fit. They're having an emotional outburst. This is a scam artist doing magic on everybody. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups in reverse. Wearing a mask. Very insincere. They don't care about anybody. They just didn't want anybody else getting support. They want whatever this is. Yeah, it's a group of people. No longer supporting this group, or this group's no longer supporting them. Somebody's getting their feet held to the fire here. This was a witch hunt, even though you're not a witch or a warlock, okay? They tried to turn it all on you. Lie, lie, lie. They just didn't want you having support. They wanted to steal your work, your essence, your energy. They sent, a lot of people are trying to turn people against you. Now they're getting angry because people know the truth about them. They didn't expect that. They didn't want to let go. It didn't serve. They just didn't want you being better than them. This could be law in an order, or this is you, or this is Archangel Michael protecting you. You're remaining emotionally loving, male or female, okay? Could be one person, could be two. It could be Archangel Michael protecting you. There you go. So, did I stutter? I just heard that. Archangel Michael's protecting you, or this is law and order that's going to get involved, or somebody else, okay? Somebody with a lot of authority. They speak with authority. They have authority, spiritual or otherwise. Very intelligent and wise. See the dolphin above her head? Seeing high. You see things from a high perspective before anybody else sees it. You stand your own ground. You're very protected, or somebody else is stepping in to protect you. They were trying to block you. You had the advantage. You saw what they were doing, from whence they came. Now they're nervous. Four of Swords in reverse. This is a scandal. They're nervous. They're ill. They're injured. Yeah. You're stable and secure. You know your value and your worth. You remain emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. You use your intuition, and you block these people. You're ignoring them. You know, I got lots of love to give, but you ain't going to get any of it. You're acting like that. Fuck you. Go sit down and heal. Yeah, somebody's jealous of you. They were greedy and materialistic. A gold digger and a cloud chaser. Very, very jealous. They don't know their value and their worth. They're scared and they're nervous. They wanted your destiny. They're a gold digger and a cloud chaser. They wanted to be a star, but you're divinely protected. This is divine intervention. This is change. You're very fortunate and they're jealous. A lot of wheels here. Somebody's spinning a lot of yarns. And okay. So everybody involved, see, there's a thin string. You know who's involved. You're able to prove who's involved. Maybe you got some screenshots or something like that. You're very balanced, healthy. You're protected. This is faith. You're in your North Node, they're under divine judgment. They are praying. They know they're under divine judgment. This is chaos. This is ruin. See in the background? These are destroying angels. Don't piss off the divine, okay? He'll send his angels down to destroy you, and there's no coming back from that, okay? Take my word for it. There's no coming back from that. So somebody's wanting a second chance now. They're going through a dark night. Oh, they want to come back in from out of the cold. This is ruin. Financial ruin, spiritual jail. They lied. They threw rocks and hid hands. As juvenile and very, very self-entitled. They have no creativity or inspiration. They didn't take any action when they should have. They lied to this group, cult, coven, secret society. And now people are walking away. Now that truth is out, truth and clarity. People are going through a dark night of the soul. And so we all need to. Really, I know it's not a pleasant situation when you go through a dark night of the soul. But that's how you get in touch with who you are and with God. Okay? Somebody was a gold digger and a clout chaser. They were jealous and lazy. This is a get-rich-quick scheme. They have to take accountability. They were slowing everybody down, okay? By lying. They were lying, okay? They're stalking and harassing you. They got to pay for this. They got paid to stalk and harass you. They got paid to target you. Okay, that's what it is. Somebody was jealous and petty and cruel and abusive. And now this is news they don't want to hear, or this person that got them to do this doesn't want to hear. People are mad at this person. They're fucking pissed right off. Yeah. Six of Cups. They gave him false and misleading information. There's a lot of trauma bonding. People could have lost their child or children, whether it's through CIS and or, I'm so sorry if you have, but they lied about if they lost their child, it's because they were doing black magic. Whether it's an adult child or younger, I hate to think about it, but that's what it is. And they're finding out that whoever they had relations with in this group, it was unrequited. They're not going anywhere. They don't want to take accountability. Somebody could have had a car accident in a car, got their car taken away. They're living beyond their means. This is a group or cult, coven, secret society for sure, a family, okay? Some sort of stopping this group, stopping somebody's happiness. High priestess. There's a group surrounding this high priest or high priestess in reverse. They were talking mad shit, sleeping around. They were happy doing so, doing magic, giving out unwise counsel, leading people down the wrong way. Very promiscuous, underhanded. They're willing to do whatever it takes. This slimy person. And now the secrets are coming out. They've been exposed. Public humiliation. Yep, they can't make this balance out. They're not in alignment. They can't play games anymore. People are in desperate financial dire straits right now. Page of Pentacles. They bore false witness. They took a huge gamble and lost. This is somebody not willing to learn their lessons. They don't want to pay up these people. They were hoarding money, holding back. This is divination abuse. No new beginnings. No practical approach here. No new beginnings at all. They don't want to learn. Somebody didn't do their homework. They don't want to pay up. I don't know what this is. Made some false promises they can't keep. I'm tired of this energy. Okay, so this is fork of the road in reverse, 13. It's over. It's time to go. Okay, 45. Time to go. You see, read my back. You see the back end of me? It's time to go. I'm tired of you. They're getting some bad karma. So people are leaving because karma's come home to hit. Something to do with a Smex shop. Somebody's having... they're trying to give their karma to other people in this group by having attachments with them somehow. Certain people in this group know they effed up, and certain people don't. So just be careful. Be leery. Somebody's got the inside scoop, or they're snooping on you, or they're snooping on somebody else. So closer look, nosy up in your business. Somebody's starting to backpedal now. You or somebody else was the spiritual bait, or they're trying to bait you, and it's not working. Or this person baited everybody else in this group to come up after you, and they're finding out the hard way that they shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, but we're adults. We should be adults here. I'm going to digress for a second. There's a couple of followers, and I think I've blocked them a few times, but whenever I went to go check them out, they have a channel, and they have so many followers, but it's children. If you're a child under 18, you shouldn't be on my channel. I don't want you here. You're not welcome. Okay? Not because I don't love you. I don't care about you. It's that you can't be here. We talk about things that somebody under 18 even over 18 shouldn't be aware of. You know what I'm saying? It's life, but it's not for younger ears. Okay? I love you, but please log off. Okay? So sorry about that, but I just thought I'd bring that up. There we go. Higher powers involved 5. So it could be a marriage, a commitment, your spiritually high ranking, wise counsel, a therapist of some sort. The divine has stepped in. That's the devil energy. So somebody wanted to take the role of some sort of a leader or something. Something's very karmic and toxic. There's a binding contract. Could be dealing with institutions or a platform. And wanting control. Somebody's in their ego. 31. It's 4. It could be a divine masculine energy, male or female. It could be a leader, a boss, a father, taking back control. Somebody does have authority here, and it's not them. Bad decision making here. They're getting karma, no second chances. They're in fear. There's a lot of lies and illusions. They're in fear. They can't come back from this. There's magic. There's bullshit. It is what it is. Midnight mirth, sadness, regret, and love. The feminine energy within you needs to be nurtured. There's a feeling of sadness which at times may be overwhelming. This may be due to you feeling unsupported. If you feel you're not part of the crowd, then maybe it's time to seek out new friends, connect with new groups, discover new places where social connections can be made. So some of it, maybe it's a female energy, but you could be a male in your female energy, feminine energy. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that, well, look it up, okay? This ruler, this whoever's heading this group, and them and their minions right underneath them are not treating you properly. It's time to move on. They're using you, okay? If they're listening. There are strong women in your life whom will help to guide you, support, and influence your life. This is the right time to connect with them. You do not have to walk any path alone unless you choose to do so. Wise words are needed to bring sense into a current situation. You may be fearful of speaking out, but holding back will only bring resentment and anger and will prevent you from progressing. So somebody, a lot of the somebodies involved in this group, are going to have to start speaking the truth. Atone, make amends, tell the truth, and apologize to those they've offended, including, and most importantly, God. You don't play God, okay, because you're not God. You're stepping on some mighty toes there. Autumn virtuoso. We're in autumn. Not getting into winter until December 21st. So it's being played out now. Releasing ties, creativity, and achievement. So they were trying to steal your creativity to prove to the world they've achieved it. They've arrived in this world. Really? Okay. So creativity is an important part of our lives. When our creativity is stifled, we fail to thrive and we lack true purpose. If you're feeling overwhelmed with mundane tasks, it's time to step back and take a moment to reflect on what you really want. There's a sense of exhaustion as you try too hard to please others. It is time to nurture your needs. Stop being a puppet for other people. Stop doing other people's bidding. The ivy in this card represents clinging to old habits which no longer serve you. It's time to let go of negative energy because this group is negative. This person heading this group is negative. It's not going to help you. You are a creative soul, and whatever your skills or desires may be, you need to follow your heart and seek what makes you happy. Symbolically, violins represent the ability to achieve more. Start looking for a new and ambitious path. You will feel a huge sense of relief when you discover what destiny has in store for you. I'm really picking up this particular reading is for the people in this group. So you're just getting a bird's eye view as to what's going on in the background because I'm not really feeling your energy. They stole enough energy and now they're choking on it. And I said that last week, I think. Whatever energy you want to steal from me, go ahead. Choke on it, though. You will choke on it. It's going to hurt. I think I've proved my point, though, a few times over. The empty tomb of love, regret, change, and moving forward. There's a feeling of loss, whether this is physical or emotional. You must remember that whatever major changes happens in your lives, this is always hope. There's always hope. Sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel feels distant, but rest assured you will get there. Sometimes we have to walk through that fire to purify ourselves, right? Baptism of fire. Learn our lessons. Whatever age you are, there's a childlike innocence about you. It's okay to feel sad and lost, but it's important we do not stay in that mind frame for too long. Life is full of changes, and each day will bring a unique experience. If you feel the angels are not listening, you're wrong. They are there waiting for you to ask for help. Not to help you get out of this, not to help you steal more, not to help you hide what you've done. They're here to help you make amends and atone and ask for forgiveness and take responsibility for what you've done. Of course, they will never take away your free will, but will always help to guide you through times of despair. Just remember, nothing stays the same forever. Things will improve soon. So if you're asking God, asking the angels to help shield you and hide you and, oh, don't let me make, I don't want to face the music, or you're going to have to. They're not here to help hide your ills and your sins. They're here to help you know better, okay? Do better in the future. They're willing to do that, no problem. For those who want to do better and be better, yeah, why not? We all sin. Where are we going with this? Greed no more. It's all based on greed. Laziness, obsession, cruelty, and stupidity. I stand firm. This is firm. Time is up. Wide awake, clean, and decisive. Divine timing. The divine stepped in. I tell you, I can't make this up. Wrong time, right time, and wait. It's a long time. There's a long time coming, I just heard. So the divine has stepped in. Hug, comfort, caring, closeness. It's a miracle. People can say, oh, it's a miracle. Yeah, well, the divine is miraculous, isn't he? He's a miracle maker. He is the divine. Congratulations. I hope you like the read. This is, this is a breakup here. Something's going way over somebody's head. Empty room. Could be, they all swore allegiance to one another. To collect energy. Okay, I get it. They're going to have to break their allegiance here, okay? They're hitting the basement right now. Storage, imprisonment, and damp. Madness. They're sinking into madness here. Or the one that headed this group is unspeakable, ancient, and chaos. They summon something. They're going to the nothingness. Unalive, meaningless, and erasure and forgetfulness. And there will be, and there is, whistleblowers using their intuition, immortality. They want a second chance. They hit upon the phoenix here. They got to walk through that fire, like I said. Use your intuition and whistleblow. Because if not, you get a second chance if you do the right thing. If not, you're going to the nothingness. It's out of control. Went off a cliff. Reckless derailment and speeding. Now, this person wants everybody in this group to be silent. Keep silent, coercion, and hint. Ain't going to happen. How are you going to save your soul that way? You're saving this person's ass in one way or another. They're still going to get karma. Okay, this person thinks they're not, but they want you to take their karma for them. So they made you do the dirty work, right? It just kind of reminds me of Charles Manson. Look him up if you're not familiar with him. Back in 1969, he had this group of people that committed these atrocious crimes against innocent people. And the ones who were there doing these crimes got arrested, but the one that never got let out of jail, I mean, I think there's a few that they're going to spend the rest of their days in jail. But Charles Manson applied for parole, and he never got paroled. He never got out. It was always declined because he was the one behind it, supposedly. I don't know the real story. I'm just read Helter Skelter if you want to, but what's his name? Biglio wrote the book. But that's why, because he was at the helm of this. He was the leader, and he expected everybody else to do the time for him, to do his bidding. And that's the gist of the story. And yeah, some people went to jail. Some people have gotten released. Some are still there. But he eventually, he met his fate in jail. Okay, he got sick and he's no longer here. But the reason why he didn't actually do the crime, he wasn't there on the properties, but he was the one that made these people do so. Do you understand what I'm saying? He was the head of this cult. And that's what I'm picking up here. So this person thought they'd bypass all this karma, the backfires, even avoid having to take responsibility, man-made laws, not being held liable or responsible. This is karma. It's going to creep up their ass anyways. It hasn't already. They are so fucking wrong. This is it. This is it. This is the end. They hit upon the wrong one. Or a couple of wrong ones. Depending on, how many people they were doing this to. They're being stopped. You're not... See how small that boat is? I just realized what's in his hand. It was sorry. Focus. Focus. It's a small boat. So you're a giant. This person thinks they're a giant. Well, they've never seen a giant yet. And in my first read, I was explaining something, and some package that this spellcaster had done that they paid, that they did this work for whomever, okay? Was returned to them, let's say. And they never seen that before. This is something new. Well, maybe they were given grace to do the right thing. Because usually when that does happen or has happened in the past, from what I understand, they didn't survive it. So God's shown his mercy in more ways than one. These people took it for granted. These people laughed. They hail old Stinky, but if Stinky exists, bet your bottom dollar the divine exists. And he's bigger, he's bolder, and more powerful than old Stinky. Do the right things, people. I'm really believing that this read in particular is for them. They are listening. Do the right thing. See how far that's going to get you. It's farther than if you don't do the right thing. Right now, it's time to pay up. I love you guys, and until next time, bye-bye.